So, take a look at the notes for lesson 6.4, dividing fractions, and it introduces one of these terms that you're going to need to memorize. This term is a reciprocal, okay? So say that word, a reciprocal.
Reciprocal.
Yep. The reciprocal of a number is a number that's related to that number, okay? It's a number that when you multiply it by the original number, you get 1. You get the number 1. The reciprocal is, your book says it's the product of two numbers that equal 1. Okay? Now, one of the ways to find a reciprocal, if you are starting with a fraction, is to flip that fraction over. Alright? So if you have, or you're starting with 1/4, you can find the reciprocal that goes with 1/4. 1/4 and 4/1 are reciprocals. Okay? Because 1 times 4 is 4. 4 times 1 is 4. Or if you were multiplying these, what would you do with these 4s?
4. Wait, sorry.
What would you do with these 4s? Come on, dude, we've just been doing this. What would we do?
You would flip them.
Not flip them. If you were multiplying these two numbers, you'd cross them out. You'd factor them. You'd factor out those 4s. So you'd have 1 times 1 and 1 times 1. The answer is 1 if you multiply these. The answer is 1 if you multiply 3/5 times 5/3. Okay? Because you factor the 3's, you factor the 5's, and you get 1. Same with 3/2. 3/2 and 2/3 are reciprocals. So, let's talk about how to find the reciprocal first. You find the reciprocal, take the fraction. So show me the fraction. Here's the numerator, here's the denominator. Everybody, numerator and denominator. And to find its reciprocal, you flip it over. Yep. You flip it over. Exactly. Flip it over to find the reciprocal. Okay? Questions on that, Krista?
No.
No? Makes sense? Good. Alright, well, we're going to use those reciprocals to find the answer to division problem. Alright? You need to copy this down. These are the steps to divide fractions. Write this down. The steps to divide the fractions. Add this to your notes. So, step 1, change the problem to multiplication. So from division to multiplication, here's what I mean. Here's an example. Oh, whoops. 4/5 times, divided by 1/2. Okay? 4/5 times 1/2. Here's how you're going to do this. First, change the problem to times. So you're going to rewrite the problem as 4/5 times, and instead of using this number that's given, you're going to flip that second number and use its reciprocal. We change it to multiplication. So there's 2 steps in when you set the problem up. Change it to multiplication. change it to times, which is multiplication, and flip the second fraction. Okay? This is called the divisor. So if you read the procedure in your book, it'll say, use the reciprocal of the divisor to find the answer. That finds the answer. All right? Here's why. Remember when I said that dividing by 1/2 is like taking the whole numbers and dividing them in half and then cutting and then finding all the pieces? To find the pieces, you multiply it by 2, right? Which is what you're doing when you multiply by 2 over 1. So the answer is 4/5 times 2 over 1, which is 8 over 5. And then as a mixed number, it is 1 and 3/5. Okay? We do not need to re-flip it at the end. You only flip it in order to find the answer. Once you change it to multiplication and you flip that fraction, whatever you find when you multiply is the answer to the division. So the answer is 4/5 divided by 1/2 equals 1 and 3/5. Okay? It equals whatever we find. All right?
Okay.
Let's go through the procedure once again. All right? First, change the problem to times. Flip the second fraction and multiply.
Whoa.
Okay?
That's pretty.
Let's practice.
Okay.
From your book, go to page 177. 177. 1/3 divided by 1/7. First, change it to times. And flip the second fraction. This is the second fraction. So we changed it from 1/7 to 7 over 1. The answer is 7/3. 4, 2, and 1/3. Yeah, it's a pretty simple process once you get used to it. Once you memorize the steps. Or if you don't want to memorize the steps, just keep those notes in front of you when you're doing this. What's the reciprocal of this? Reciprocal of 1/10.
And 1. 10 firsts.
Yes, 10 over 1. Okay. What's the reciprocal of this?
1 and 5 seconds.
No.
Oh, I know. 5/7. 7. Yeah, 5/7.
Yeah. Now, all we have to do is first find the fraction, 7/5, and then flip it. Do 5/7. Good thinking. Yep. You have to find the fraction form first in order to find the reciprocal. Now, I don't think on your assignment you have to change any of them to, no, you don't have to change any of them from mixed numbers to fractions for this assignment, all right? We're only gonna practice just flipping the fraction, so those 3 steps that I gave you, all right? Let's do one from your assignment. On page 178, number 28. Page 178. Page 178, number 28. Two divided by 1/8. So, change the multiplication. Now, you have to write 2 as a fraction. 2 over 1 times, what do we do with the second one? Melina? Change it to 8 over 1. So the answer is? 16. Okay. Any questions on that? Alright. Number 30. Let's not forget when we're multiplying that you can factor also. So 10 over 9 divided by 1/3. We would change to what, Sophie? Division to multiplication. So it's 10/9 times. And then what would we do with the second one, class?
Flip it.
Flip the second fraction, 3 over 1. Now, don't forget to look diagonally. Can we reduce 3 over 9?
Yes.
Yep. 9 is 3 times 3. So, cross off a 3. What is the answer? 10 over
3.
which is 3 1/3. Okay. Any questions?
No.
All right, you're gonna do 16 through 36 evens. No, let's do 16 to 38 evens. 16 to 38 evens.